Tonight we report on the murder of a man on Halloween in Moses Lake and how two men saved an Ephrata boy last week. So Bob, what's going on in sports?
Moses Lake football will not be making a return trip to the state playoffs, and Ephrata girls soccer races past East Valley. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
And another round of showers and even some strong winds moving in, and it'll last into the morning, but there's some brightness on the horizon. It'll take a few days. All the details coming on up.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Jose Pichardo was shot while driving east on Valley Road in Moses Lake by a suspect in a vehicle driving next to him on Halloween. According to the Moses Lake Police, the 1984 Oldsmobile Cutlass the 23-year-old Moses Lake man was driving veered off Valley Road and struck a house on North Pennsylvania Street, near the intersection of Valley Road and North Paxson Drive. Police found Pichardo dead in his car. They stated witnesses reported seeing the Oldsmobile crash after shots were fired from another vehicle. Investigators found evidence the shots were fired west of where the car crashed into a home. No one living in the house was injured from the crash. The murder is under investigation, and detectives are asking anyone with video systems that record toward the street in the Paxson Drive and Knowles Vista areas to check their systems for any vehicles that are speeding or suspicious around 4:14 p.m. Anyone with information about the shooting is urged to contact the Moses Lake Police at 509-764-3887 or 509-762-1160. Callers can remain anonymous. Tuesday is Election Day, and several positions in Grant County are up for grabs. Reporter Cameron Probert has more information.
The deadline for voters to choose candidates is Tuesday. The Grant County Auditor's Office received 14,071 ballots by Monday afternoon and is preparing to count them tomorrow. The voter turnout is roughly 38.5%. The election results will decide a U.S. House of Representatives race, 2 state legislative races, 2 PUD commissioner spots, and 6 races for county offices. People can mail in their ballots by tomorrow afternoon. The Auditor's Office also has drop boxes available outside of Moses Lake City Hall, at the Elections Department office in the Grant County Courthouse, in the Grant PUD office in Grand Coulee, in the Fire District 10 Fire Hall in Royal City, and at the Quincy Public Library. iFIBER 1 News will be reporting the results when they are released. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Grant County Prosecutor Angus Lee's hearing before the Washington State Bar Association is moving forward after a nearly 2-year delay. The Bar Association scheduled a public hearing for January 20th through the 22nd for the nearly 5-year-old allegations against the prosecutor. The decision was made on October 16th. Lee spoke briefly to iFIBER 1 News and declined to comment. He asked we speak to his attorney representing him and Grant County. Mick McFarland, the attorney defending Grant County against former Deputy Prosecutor Albert Lynn's allegations, said the attorneys representing Lee asked the prosecutor to delay the hearing, but didn't elaborate on why. The Bar Association's allegations revolve around 3 cases Lee asked Lynn to review in 2009 during the height of the deputy prosecutor's failed bid to oust his boss in the election. An 11-year-old boy fell into an irrigation canal and stayed in the water for 10 minutes before being pulled out. The boy was playing with a friend when he ended up in the water on Thursday evening. Before the Ephrata Fire Department and ambulance could arrive, 2 neighbors rescued the boy from the water. Justin Abrams threw him a rope, and Edward Stevens pulled the child from the water. Ephrata Fire Chief Jeremy Burns said the boy was wrapped up in blankets and sitting in a patrol car when they got there. Ephrata Police Chief Mike Warren said the boy was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital for treatment of hypothermia. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after this.